might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to start the drive with a pass. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Oh, and that's a chance to end that drive right there. Completely wipe out the possibility of any points because, of course, the offense has the ball on their side of the field. That is an interception that he's got to be able to make.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Hey, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Might be changing the route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Pass, and the Ducks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He's got it and more than enough for a first down. Line of room to the right. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He might want another play. Grab behind the line. It's Whittington. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Oh, he's got some... Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have just... it doesn't exist in them, and you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Ducks are flying down the field.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They
turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Out of bounds, right on the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Moore will throw. He's going for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Back to pass on second down. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. He's looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Coming out with it, it's Jones. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about shipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Moore to the air. Back's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Floating away. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to...
Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. If you need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and they now lead by a touchdown, a 6-point edge. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Branch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds space on the right. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He wants to take the top off. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gives it to the back on the draw. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Ducks want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The short hands, it's Hughes. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? And now on second down for this offense. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quick completion on the out. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for blockers. didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Makes the grab, it's Frazier. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. The play action fake. Caught behind the line, it's Belt. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Finds his man, it's Branch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Caught near the sticks, it's Bell. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Branch. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. There he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Moore will throw. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on second down. Got a man, it's Hughes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. On first down from their own 22. Makes the grab, it's Whittington. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. That's caught, it's Hill. Defense swarming on that loose ball, but it'll be a turnover.
Man, you're thinking, I got the ball, time running out, I got to go get a score, take the lead, win this football game. Now you're just begging your defense to bail you out, not give up points, somehow try to hold on to this game and stay in it.
First play of the drive wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that.
A shot toward the end zone. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
A shot toward the end zone. Snags it. Touchdown, Georgia. here in overtime.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he added the extra point. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Moore to the air. Gets it out fast. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Trying to pound it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Takes the easy one to the back. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
3rd and goal, desperately trying to get it in and keep hope alive. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Their last chance. Ball game could be decided right here. 4th and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
He wants to throw it. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime.